Hi there, I'm Gerard. Welcome to Learn Delphi. In the previous lesson, we looked at if statements with relational operators like equal, not equal, greater than, greater than or equal, and less than or equal. We learned that conditional logic with if statements do comparisons between values to find matching criteria so that if statements can decide to execute an action or not. So decisions are made based on Boolean values or the results of expressions that yield a Boolean value. So if those expressions evaluate to true or false, it means that we can also use the results of those expressions in Boolean variables. The Boolean variable can then be used as a flag for decision making or to set Boolean properties of components. Today we will learn how to use relational operators in expressions that are stored as Boolean variables. We will start a new project and finish it in 2 parts. Let's see how the solution will work after we finish it. Rugby is a very popular game in South Africa. In fact, the Springboks, which is the name of the South African rugby team, is the current Rugby World Cup champions. Rugby is also very popular in most other countries all over the world. Once a year, 4 big rugby playing nations in the Southern Hemisphere battle it out for the Rugby Championship trophy. These countries are New Zealand, Argentina, Australia, and of course South Africa. Each team is known by a name. Argentina is Los Pumas, Australia is the Wallabies, New Zealand is known as the All Blacks, and South Africa is the Springboks. Our application must list these 4 rugby nations in 2 combo boxes. Today we will only set up the behavior of the 2 combo boxes. We will do the rest of the code in the next lesson. An image component will show a default picture of the Rugby Championship logo when the program starts up. The combo box on the right is initially disabled. You must select the name of a country in the combo box on the left. When you select a country here, the combo box on the right will be enabled and you will be allowed to select an opponent. If you select the same country from both combo boxes, this picture must show you that it is not allowed, because a team can obviously not play against itself. If you select the prompt here on the left combo box again, everything must reset to the way it was. The combo box on the right must reset to show the first item, which is also a prompt, and the combo box must be disabled again. And the Rugby Championship picture must also display again. That's the part we will do today. But to get you excited for the next lesson, let me also show you how the complete solution will work when we finished it. If you select one of the 4 countries in this combo box and a valid opponent from this one, the picture must change to the emblems of the 2 teams that will play each other. Argentina against Australia must show Los Pumas versus Wallabies. Argentina against New Zealand must display Los Pumas versus All Blacks. Argentina against South Africa must display Los Pumas versus Springboks. Australia against New Zealand must display Wallabies versus All Blacks. Australia against South Africa must display Wallabies versus Springboks. New Zealand against South Africa must display All Blacks versus Springboks. That's always a mouth-watering game. If you select the 2 countries in reverse, the same pictures must display. If you want to do the project with me, you will find a link in the description below this video that will take you to my Patreon page at patreon.com/learndelphi. Go download the starter files and come back here and write the code with me. You will also find a link to Embarcadero's download page where you can download Delphi 10.3 Community Edition for free. That's what I'm using to record these lessons. So pause the video and go and do the downloads. Open the starter project files and come back here and do the project with me. Before we start with the project, in the files that you downloaded, you will find an additional folder called Teams. For now, I only included 2 pictures in that folder. They are both PNG files. One is called error.png. We will use it if the user selects the same team in both combo boxes. The other picture is called rugbychampionship.png. We will use this one every time we want to reset the user interface to its default status. In the next lesson, I will also add pictures for the teams. If you have your starter project open in Delphi, start by double-clicking the combo box on the left side of the form. This creates an event handler for the onChange event of the combo box. I named the combo box CBO country. This event handler will be executed every time you change the selection in the combo box. The country you select from this combo box will be used in both combo boxes for processing, so we will declare a variable under the implementation clause. Move your insertion point above the procedure. Under the implementation section, type var strCountry as string. This variable will store the selected country in memory, so it will be accessible to all our event handlers. We must also store the path to the Themes folder that contains all the pictures. The path will stay the same and it will also be used throughout the application. So we will also declare it here. And because it stays the same, we will declare it as a constant. This constant will now point to the Themes folder when we use it. I did explain how paths work in Unit 11.4, so watch that video if you are not sure what all these dots mean. Now put your cursor above the begin statement of the event handler that was created for the onChange event of CBO country. Type var and on the next line, str default pick file name as string. This variable will be for the file name of the Rugby Championship logo in the Themes folder. We are only going to use it in this event handler. We could also make it a constant, but you may want to play with different pictures later that have different file names, so I made it a variable. Go under the begin statement and type str country equals cbo country dot text. On the next line type str default pick file name equals rugby championship dot png. You must type it exactly as it is named in the Themes folder. You must have spaces where I have spaces and uppercase letters where I have uppercase letters. Go to the next line and type cbo opponent dot item index equals 0. CBO opponent is the name of the combo box on the right side of the form. When you change an item in CBO country in the left combo box, CBO opponent on the right side must reset by changing its item index back to 0. That is the first item in the combo box, which is the prompt that reads select an opponent. Type this statement on the next line. We take the file path in the constant that we declared under implementation and concatenate it with the name of the PNG picture in the string variable named strDefault pick file name. Then we pass the result to the load from file method of the picture property of the image component named IMG Themes. Go to the next line and type if, followed by a space, replace true with cbo country.itemindex greater than 0. On the next line type cbo opponent.enabled equals true. Don't enter instruction with a semicolon. Go to the next line and type else, and under else type cbo opponent.enabled equals false, and enter instruction after false. This if statement will check if you selected an index greater than 0. Remember, the first item in the combo box has an item index of 0, so the prompt is 0, and the country names are greater than 0. So the if statement checks if you selected the country name. If so, the opponent combo box, which is disabled by default, must become enabled. If the item index is not the country's index, then the else statement will disable the opponent combo box. This whole event handler will reset the user interface every time you select a different value in the combo box on the left side of the form. Let's run the program to see if it works. First, look at the user interface when the program starts up. Both combo boxes show their prompts. The opponent combo box is disabled, and the default picture is the Rugby Championship logo. Select a country from CBO country. The item index is now greater than 0, so the if statement enabled the opponent combo box. Nothing will happen if you select an opponent because we didn't write code for that yet. Select the first item in the country combo box on the left. The onChange event of CBO country resets everything to the defaults. The first item in CBO opponent displays again, and it is disabled again. Later, when we also change the picture, it will also reset the Rugby Championship logo. Close the form. The condition of an if statement is an expression that can only yield true or false, in other words, Boolean values. Our if statement evaluates if CBO country's item index is greater than 0. The result is either yes or no, or true or false. The enabled property of a combo box is also a Boolean, so the enabled property of CBO opponent can also only be true or false. We can make the decision whether enabled must be true or false without this if statement. We can do that by using a Boolean expression that stores its result in a Boolean variable. Let's try that. Make a blank line above the if statement and type an opening curling brace. That will now comment all the code under the brace. Even the end statement that closes the event handler will be green. Put your cursor after false on this line and press enter. Type a closing brace on this line. Now the end statement at the bottom is accessible to the compiler again. We are going to replace this if statement with different code logic, but keep it here as a commented block so you have an example of both methods. Go to the top of the event handler and make a new line under var. Type BLN country selected as Boolean. This Boolean variable must store whether you selected a country or not. In other words, true or false. Now go under the brace that closes the block comment and assign a value to the Boolean you declared. Type BLN country selected equals CBO country.item index greater than 0. Notice that the expression we used to assign a value to the Boolean is the same expression that we used for the if statement to evaluate if the country was selected or not. So the result is either true or false, and that will be assigned to the Boolean variable we declared a few moments ago. This is like crunching the whole if statement into this expression. If CBO country's item index is greater than 0, in other words, if the expression is true, then the Boolean variable is also true. Else if the expression is false, then the Boolean variable is also false. Go to the next line and type CBO opponent.enabled equals BLN country selected. Now check how smart this is. The enabled property of the combo box is also a Boolean. Enabled can only be true or false. The result of the expression that is stored in the variable can also only be true or false. So we use the result of the expression to decide if the combo box must be enabled or not. So we don't need this if statement anymore. Run the program. The opponent combo box's enabled property is false when the program starts up. Select the country on the left. Now the opponent is enabled and we can select the country name. Select the prompt in the combo box on the left and that resets the opponent combo box. It is disabled again. Close the form. Now let's also write code for the opponent combo boxes on change event. Click the design tab to view your user interface. Double click CBO opponent. In the event handler for the onChange event, go above begin, type var, and on the next line, str opponent, str file name as string. Str opponent will store the country's name you select in the opponent combo box, and str file name will store the file name of the picture that must display for the teams that will play against each other. Today we will only display the picture that shows when you select the same country name in both combo boxes. Go under begin, type str opponent equals CBO opponent.text. Here we assign the text of CBO opponent to the string variable named str opponent. On the next line type if, followed by a space, replace true with str country equals str opponent. On the next line type begin and press enter. Between begin and end type str file name equals error.png. This if statement will check if the country names in the two variables are identical. If so, this picture's name must be assigned to str file name. Make a new line after end. Type this statement. Here we concatenate the file path with str file name. Then we pass the result to the load from file method of the picture property of the image component named img teams. I just want to repeat this. We do not need the begin and the end here for the if statement, because we only have one action to perform if the condition is true. But I like to do it anyway. Next time when we add more else and if statements, you will see it just makes it easier to read and to control if we want to add more actions later. Let's run the program. Select the name of the country on the left. Select the same country on the right. You must get this picture that shows that it is not allowed. If you select another opponent, you will get an error message because you didn't write code for the opponents yet. Select the first item on the left and the user interface resets to its default. Close the form and save your work. Next time we will finish this project with more if statements. We will make decisions with logical operators. If this lesson was helpful to you, please like, subscribe, and share my lessons with all your friends. Thank you for watching, and a big thank you to my patrons on patreon.com/LearnDelphi. Happy coding, and I'll see you next time.